Today I'll be showing you how to upgrade from manual fold mirrors to power folding and power extending tow mirrors on your 2008 to 2016 Ford Superduty truck. If you have manual folding mirrors or already have the factory power folding and power extending feature, please refer to the separate Boost Auto Parts video. This procedure uses Boost Auto Parts wireless power fold and power extend upgrade kit. For exact fitment, reference our website at boostautoparts.com.
Using a trim tool, remove the triangle trim cover. If your truck is equipped with a tweeter, unplug this 2-pin connector. Using a trim removal tool, remove the mirror switch. Unplug the connectors from the mirror switch. Using a trim tool, pry up on the window switch to remove it. Unplug the connectors from the back of the window switch and set it to the side. Using a pick, remove the trim panel under the door grab. Unscrew the two 7mm bolts from below the door grab. Unscrew the two 7mm bolts underneath the door. Being aware of the door lock lever, pull up on the door panel and out to remove it. Using a trim tool, undo the trim clip for the tweeter wire harness. Unscrew the four 7mm bolts holding the speaker in place. This truck is equipped with aftermarket speakers, so the speaker wires just become unplugged. If you have OEM speakers, you will have to undo a connector. Pull back the splash shield for the door. Unlock the red lock for the mirror connector. Press down on the tab and pull out to unplug it. Undo this trim clip above the speaker hole and pull the mirror harness into the door. Remove these two rubber plugs for the mirror nuts. While supporting the mirror, unscrew the four 11mm nuts. Make sure to be careful when unscrewing these as they can fall into the door. Remove the mirror from the truck. Taking your new Boost Auto Parts tow mirror, install it onto the truck. Run the wiring harness through the door, making sure not to pinch any wires. Screw in the four 11mm mounting nuts. Reinstall the rubber plugs for the front two mirror nuts. Routing the wiring harness through the door, make sure it goes back through this square connector and that the harness is pulled through so it does not interfere with the window. Make sure the red locking tab for the mirror connector is unlocked, then plug in the connector and lock it.
The next portion of this video will be for the wireless power fold upgrade kit. You'll have two bags in your Boost Auto Parts box. One bag will have two harnesses, the other bag will have one harness. The bag with two harnesses is for the driver's side. As you can see here, the driver's side has two harnesses, one with two white connectors and one black connector, the other with two red disconnects, two small black connectors, and one larger black connector. Take the harness with two white connectors in your Boost Auto Parts kit, pass it through the door liner by the door handle up to the mirror connector. Then you'll plug these in to the reciprocating connectors on your mirror. These connectors are keyed and can only be plugged in one way. Using a red T-tap from your Boost Auto Parts kit, T-tap onto the wire in pin 2 of the door lock connector. The wire in pin 2 is likely a blue wire or a green wire with a violet tracer, but go off pin location as wire color may vary. Then, taking a red T-tap from the Boost Auto Parts kit, tap onto the wire in pin 4 of the door lock connector. This is likely a black wire or black wire with a violet tracer, but be sure to go off pin location as wire color may vary. Next, taking the red wire with disconnect from your wireless harness, plug it into the T-tap that's on pin 2. Then take the black wire with the disconnect and plug it into the T-tap on pin 4. Then feed the two small black 2-pin connectors up to the mirror connector. Plug each 2-pin black connector into the mirror harness itself. These connectors are keyed and can only be plugged in one way. Then reinstall the door liner and the tweeter trim clip. Now the driver's side module differs from the passenger side. On the driver's side you have two connectors. So here we're plugging in the one small connector on the driver's side module and then the one large connector on the driver's side module. Then take this module and tie it up securely in your door panel. Here we showed tucking it behind the foam insulation, and then zip tying it to the installation itself, but any secure location will work. Now the procedure for the passenger side is going to be the exact same as for the driver's side. You'll take 2 red T-taps from a Boost Auto Parts kit. One, you'll tap onto pin 4 of the passenger side door lock connector. This is likely a black wire with a violet tracer, but go off pin location as wire color may vary. Your other red T-tap will go onto pin 2 of the passenger side door lock connector. Pin 2 is likely a blue wire or a green wire with a violet tracer, but go off pin location as wire color may vary. Now just go ahead and take your passenger side power fold harness, plug the black wire with the disconnect directly into pin 4, and plug the red wire with the disconnect directly into pin 2. Then take your power fold harness with the 2 small black connectors and route them through the door liner like you did on the driver's side. Then take the larger black module connector for the passenger side harness and plug it right into the module. You can then mount your passenger side wireless module directly in the door panel the same way you did on the driver's side. Next, we'll be working with door panel reassembly now that your wireless harness is all hooked up.
Plug the speaker back in. Reinstall the speaker into the door and screw in the 4 7mm mounting bolts. Pull the window and mirror switch connectors through the door panel and reinsert the door lock lever back into place, then press the door panel down onto the door. Screw in the 2 7mm bolts on the bottom of the door panel. Screw in the 2 7mm bolts below the door grab. Reinstall the square trim piece below the door grab. Plug in the connectors for the window switch. Reinstall the window switch into the door panel. Plug in the connectors for the mirror switch. Reinstall the mirror switch into the door panel. If your truck is equipped with a tweeter, plug in the connector. Reinstall the triangle trim cover. Complete this on the passenger side. The procedure is the same.
Now you can test the wireless module activation by selecting the left mirror adjust, and then using a sequence of left, left, right, right, you should hear 2 fast beeps. And just like that, your installation is complete. Your new Boost Auto Parts 2008 style Ford Superduty mirrors are now wirelessly power folding and power extending. To get all the parts shown in this video and more, please check out our website at boostautoparts.com. The next portion of this video is shown on how to operate the wireless modules. This is shown on a GMC, but it will be the same for your Super Duty truck.
To begin, start by activating the modules. Do this by pressing the left mirror adjust selector. Then, use the left, left, right, right button sequence on the arrow pad to activate the modules. Once you hear 2 fast beeps, the module is activated. While the modules are activated, the mirror glass will not adjust. Once the modules are activated, you may power fold and power extend the mirrors. Tap the up arrow to fold the mirror out, or tap the down arrow to fold the mirror in. If your mirrors are equipped with power extend, you'll press and hold the left arrow to extend the mirror, or press and hold the right arrow to retract the mirror. To avoid damage to the mirror, be sure not to hold the arrow past the point of completion. In the event the button is held too long, a beep sequence of 1 long beep and 1 short beep will sound, and mirror extension will stop. You may see the passenger side mirror start folding or extending slightly after the driver's side due to the modules communicating from side to side. To deactivate the mirror, you have 2 options. The first option would be to let the modules time out. If there is no activity for 10 seconds, the modules will automatically deactivate. You can also deactivate the modules manually by using the left, left, right, right button sequence on the arrow pad. You'll hear 3 fast beeps once the modules are deactivated. Once the modules are deactivated, any left-hand mirror adjustment will be slightly delayed to prevent erratic module activation.